Hello and welcome to Tony's Bonsai. Today I've got an 18-foot silver birch. The question is, can I successfully air layer it? Well, today we're going to find out because I applied the air layer about 3 months ago. So we'll just have a quick view of the tree, just for perspective. Okay, so here's the air layer. I'm a little bit surprised there's not more moss in it. It looks a little bit flat, but I did pack a fair bit in. Hopefully there's roots in there, but we're about to find out. Now that's a bonny knife. That's beautiful. Nice. So we're just removing the string that I used to wrap around the edge. And it was just a traditional standard sphagnum moss air layer wrapped in plastic. Oh, this is the exciting bit. Do we have roots? Do we have roots in there? The sphagnum's been revealed. Now, I've never actually air layered a silver birch at all. So I hear that they do air layer readily. Whether they air layer when they're this thick and this large, I've got absolutely no idea. Now, what have we got? Roots. We've got a root. We've got at least one root there. Before we peel that back, Dad, we've got a decision to make because we've got roots. I think we should cut this down and plant it.
Before we reveal the roots.
Have we got any we've not got any bonsai soil around here, have we?
Yes, we have.
Have we? Have we got a pot?
Well, it depends. On a pot big enough for this tree, no, because you'd need a swimming pool.
We're gonna cut the tree. No, we don't. We're gonna hack it down.
So we'll cut it here below the roots. We're going to cut it up here as well.
Yes.
Right.
So we're going to remove it below this side branch here, because this side branch is going to be the new leader of the tree.
This one?
No, the one nearer you.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's going to be the new leader. So we'll cut above that.
Yeah.
And then we'll cut below there.
Let's go for it, eh? Shall we prepare the pot first?
Yeah, let's get prepared and come back. Timber! Now we're down to the actual air layer. So that's the top of the tree. Done. Now we have found a couple of extra roots buried in there, so it's not full of roots, but there's a few.
We're better using the one-handed one now.
Right, the mini chainsaw. It's getting plenty of action, Jason. Cheers, mate. So he's off. So we've separated the air layer. Roots at the base. We can see from round here there are a few extra roots there. Well, as I say, not loads, but the tree had to go. It needed moving, so it's not like we're just giving it a chance, because otherwise it would have just been chopped down. So
we're just moving it elsewhere, aren't we?
Yeah, so this now goes into some bonsai soil, and I'll come back once that's potted up. My dad's now fixing the tree in the pot. It's very much a formal upright, this one, I would say, and he's making sure that it's nicely wedged in some good bonsai soil, just to secure the tree in so it doesn't move about if there's a bit of wind. Now for the stump that was left. Obviously this is going to grow in the spring, hopefully, but before we let it grow, we've got the chainsaw, so action. Nice. So what he's done there is basically partially hollowed out the trunk, removing a good bit of material with a big chainsaw before we go in with the mini chainsaw down there to refine that work. If we can come from the end on here, Dad, and you can plunge in a bit.
Right, do you want it sort of deeper in there?
Yeah, deeper inside,
right,
yeah.
I can do it from this side.
Yeah? Ideally, Dad, we'd go, even from this side, we'd go right through.
Through the tree?
Yeah.
To give it a hollow?
A hollow, yeah. You'd actually go through it. Wait there. Look at that face.
I'm not sure. I'll cut him on the other side then and meet him in the middle. Is that what you want?
Not really, no.
Got
Just
lovely bark on here.
Yeah, we want to keep that bark in place.
I could drill a hole.
We just want to plunge through.
Where do you want the hole? Right here?
Yeah.
It holding water though, do you?
Not bothered. Wants it to kind of rot away.
Do you?
Yeah.
not much.
The next stage is just using the mini chainsaw to just refine the inside of the sort of hollowed out trunk. So basically like a bit of sculpture. So what we're doing now is using the gym pliers to just pull some of the fibres down for that more natural appearance. See, look at that roll there, that's a beauty. You'll never carve a piece of wood to look as good as that. Or should I say, I'll never carve a piece of wood to look as good as that. And so now it's just refining it, pulling some of these fibres out, but keeping these spikes on the top so that this isn't flat up there. So we'll just spend a bit of time now working our way through this, and I'll come back to you in 10 minutes. I've done some refinement now. You can see I created a hole going through there, just using a 16mm drill bit, and then there's the larger hole further on down that my dad cut there. And what this needs now is the blowtorch. I've not got it on me. It needs a blowtorch, possibly a wire wool wheel, you know, what do they call it? A wire, one of those Dremel brushes, just to smooth that inside down. And then it's just a question of waiting and seeing what happens in the spring. Hopefully loads of new shoots pop out and it's alive. But what you need to remember is this has got the root base of an 18-foot high silver birch, so there's loads of roots powering growth, and I think this will be fine. What we've got here is a hawthorn that I did something very similar to last year. This had a bit more growth on it, and obviously this is a hawthorn, rather than today I've been working on a silver birch, but I did the same thing using a chainsaw. So I hollowed the centre out. It was a bit more rough and ready, and it's been left for probably 6 to 9 months since then. You can see the inside has really begun to sort of weather away. There's been nothing done to that inside apart from just leaving it to do its thing. But there's lots of new fresh branching growing around the edge, and I anticipate this will roll over quite nicely next year. And this is the kind of plan for this sort of tree, is to get that hollowed out effect of a large dead tree, and then when you dig this up in a couple of years time, you've got something really interesting and all these nice branches here to work with. So exciting stuff. I've got a little update for you here. If you remember earlier in the year, my dad's 40-year-old oak was dying. It was not coming into leaf in the spring. The buds were there, they just weren't swelling at all, and we were quite concerned. So what we did is we did an emergency repot into some really nice free draining bonsai soil, gave it a good watering, and we've been lucky. Look at that, it's absolutely coming to leaf, very healthy. It's now back in the sunshine. We put it in the full shade initially, and I'm so happy that this one's made it, because it's just a lovely tree and it would have been such a shame to lose it. So sometimes you have to go drastic. We did, we went for it, and it's paid dividends, I'm glad to say. Good evening. I'm just putting together the video that I shot today, and I realised I didn't say goodbye. So this is me signing off for this particular video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.